Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Happy API month, Coyotes, and welcome back to this week's edition of Good Morning Castaic. We hope you had a great time celebrating Mother's Day yesterday and are ready to finish out AP testing this week.
That's right, Janelle, and it's also surreal that this is a senior's last week of school. My name is Jackson Sigmund, and I'm joined with
Guillermo Sebastian
and Janelle Estrella.
On this week's episode, we'll be spotlighting the Senior Rally, the art show that happened on campus, and a story about the size of our school. So get ready because GMC starts right now.
Last week, from Tuesday to Friday, Castaic held their annual art show in the library, showcasing all kinds of art from artists of all different kinds of skill levels here at Castaic High School. We spoke to Mr. Bruska, art teacher and the organizer of the event, to find out more.
Yeah, so it's just our end of the year show showing all the work that the students have done, except for the fundamentals class, the Art 1A, 1B. Miss Ellen and I choose the best of pieces for that, and those are the ones that you'll see on the black flex screens. But all my other classes, the 2D art, Advanced 2D art, and AP Studio art, they have to show all their work.
There's so many pieces here that no matter who you are, one of them will be sure to resonate with you. There's something about art that's inherently resonant with all of us, and Mr. Bruska recognized it.
So yeah, it's just accumulating everything and showing it into a show and letting the whole school see these students shine with all the hard work that they've done and the amazing talent and abilities that they have.
Hopefully this will inspire future students to join the art class and make their mark on campus. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, I'm Ben Cash.
Good morning, Coyotes, and welcome back. On this week's edition of GMC, we'll be discussing our OK and No Way for this week. Starting off with my OK, it's school being almost over. It's the final stretch, 2 more weeks, we got this. For my No Way is seeing my senior friends go away to college. I'm not going to see them anymore on campus, which is sad, but it's whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm also gonna be sad seeing my senior friends leave, but in the meantime, my OK is spending time with them, getting the last memories with them. And my No Way is finals coming up in 2 weeks. I gotta focus on that, gotta get my grades up and do what's best.
I think we can all agree that we're pretty sad about the seniors leaving. My No Way is having to go to school next year without my senior friends, but at least for my OK, AP season's finally over, so that means for the next 3 weeks I'm not gonna have any classes, which is good.
So we're nearing the end of school. There are still a couple of important announcements to go over. Let's take it over to Rashad with announcements. Rashad?
Thanks, Jackson. I'm Rashad Krishna, and here are your announcements for this week. The Science Olympiad Club is holding tryouts with the team on Tuesday, May 14th for any 9th through 11th graders that are interested. If you have any questions, email Mrs. Song at kysong@heartdistrict.org or email Colton Kim at 990-620-60 at my.heartdistrict.org. If you are looking for a summer job, you can join the Summer 2024 Community Centers team. This team is run by the City of Santa Clarita, and the only requirement to join is to be a senior by the fall of 2024. You can get up to 40 hours a week from June 3rd to August 9th from shifts that run Monday through Friday between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. The Horatio Alger Association has opened up applications for scholarships up to $2,500 for students looking for a career or technical education at a not-for-profit institution. This application is available for seniors from March 15th to June 15th, 2024. For more details, visit application.horatioalger.org. Yearbooks are now available starting today. If you purchased one or are looking to buy one, head over to the ASB store to pick up yours today. That's all for this week. Now back to the hosts.
Thank you, Rishab, for those announcements. We had our senior send-off rally last week to honor the seniors that are about to graduate. Let's send it over to Valerie and Kara to see what the event had to offer.
As the school year comes to a close, Castaic ASB held their final rally of the year, Clash of the Classes, complete with games, a performance from Mancheer, and dance. Mancheer, a high school tradition to go along with Powder Puff, also performed their routine after weeks of practice.
I think it was really fun because it was just different for us, I guess. We usually practice with all of us. We had to teach them new skills and all that, and I think it was really fun. It was amusing for me, at least.
Yeah, I think it was a really great experience to have all of them come out and showcase what skills that we taught them, and I think it was a really, really fun thing to do.
Games hosted by ASB provided fun competition for students, with the seniors coming out on top.
The plunger game, it was pretty fun. We basically just launched each other anytime that we were about to go. But it was kind of confusing because we didn't know who we were supposed to give the beats to. And they would take one beat and then give us back 10 more. And it was just really confusing. But we won that one, so I think it was really fun.
The rally concluded with the senior class of 2024 watching their senior video, a moment to reflect on the 4 years spent at Castaic. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, I'm Valerie Cheer.
Thanks, Val and Kara. It's crazy to think in a week from now is their graduation. I'm gonna miss them a lot.
Well, to cheer things up, why don't we send it over to Madison for what's been trending recently?
Thanks, Jackson. I'm Madison, here to bring you what's trending. Starting off strong, the Met Gala took place on May 6th with the theme Garden of Time. Celebrities such as Zendaya, Tyla, and Lana Del Rey took on some standout looks. Speaking of Lana Del Rey, the artist announced her first headlining show for one night only in Fenway Stadium on June 20th. With more in the music world, top artists Drake and Kendrick Lamar have gotten into an intense feud. Starting with Drake and J. Cole's track where they claim that Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole are the big three. However, Kendrick responded with his track, Like That, where he says that there's no big three, just him. J. Cole quickly came back with a diss but took it down and apologized a week later. Jake, however, responded to Kendrick with two tracks, Push Up and Tailor Made. A few weeks later, Kendrick finally responds with his own song Euphoria, named after the show that Drake produced. Days after Lamar drops a second track named 616 in LA, Drake responds with an almost 8-minute track called Family Matters the same day. Only an hour later, Kendrick drops the haunting track Meet the Grams, and less than 24 hours after that, he releases Not Like Us. Finally, the next day, Drake releases The Heart Part 6, where he denies the allegations made to him in the previous diss. That's all I have for you today. Now back for the hosts.
Thanks, Madison.
In the Heart District, our school is substantially smaller than the other high schools. Today, Rishab and Dylan find out more about how the small size of our school can have an effect on students and teachers.
Castaic High School has the smallest population out of all of the Heart District schools. This means that our school gets the least amount of funding. We had a chance to talk with Mr. Ferry about what he thought about our school's population.
Population right now is about 1,200 students. Next year will be a little bit lower is what I'm guessing. We'll probably be right around 1,100 students. We're graduating the biggest class, which is our senior class. There are about 330 students, and we have about 220 freshmen coming in as of right now. With that said, we'll probably have an additional 40 freshmen from other schools in the district or outside the area. So this freshman class coming in will probably end up around 260 students. I think Castaic High School is here for the long term. We are a small but mighty school. I think it's important for people to realize enrollment statewide, district-wide is going down at all schools. When I was at Valencia High School years ago as an administrator, we had 3,600 students, and now they're down to about 2,000. West Ranch was up around 3,000 students at one time, and they're about 1,700 students. So we're in the ballpark of the other schools, and I think in about 6 years you're going to see more development happening around Castaic High School. And I think that's when you're going to see an increase in the enrollment. So this school is definitely needed and necessary.
We also had a chance to talk to Mrs. Song, an AP teacher and the advisor of the Science Olympiad Club.
I think the Castaic population will benefit AP classes because the administration is doing a great job advertising it to the middle school and drawing people in from the middle school. So I'm only seeing increases in numbers, and it looks very promising. Even though we're a smaller school compared to the other Heart District schools, we actually are the only school in our district with 2 Science Olympiad teams. So our motto is science should be for everybody, and we don't want to cut people if we don't have to. So we made the choice of opening up 2 teams. It's double the work, double the effort, but more kids get to be exposed to awesome science experiences. And that's what we do at a smaller school. We want to, reach more kids. We get to know more kids and hopefully inspire them to reach their maximum potential.
Our staff has a positive outlook on our school's population and future. But what do the students of Castaic High School think?
No, I feel like it's a pretty good size. I know people, there's not too many people where I don't know a bunch of people. I'd say it's a pretty healthy amount, so. Have I missed out on anything from our school's size? No. I think I've done a good amount. I've taken an AP class, I've taken an ICANN class, so didn't really do any clubs, but that one's just on me personally, so.
I know that I, for one, can't wait to see how our school develops over these next few years. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, I'm Rashab Krishna.
Thanks, Rashab and Dylan. Well, that's all we have for you, Coyotes.
Be sure to follow us at Good Morning Castaic on YouTube and Instagram, and to listen to our podcast now on YouTube.
We'll see you next week, which will be the very last episode of the year dedicated to our hardworking seniors.
Bye.